Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video on my stash or trash, and this week's video is pink. So I have two drawers that are pink. The top one is all creams, the second is pinks with finishes. The pink with finishes is completely overflowing, that some of them are actually kept in with the creams because I don't have enough room in the second drawer for all the pinks with finishes. So that's a problem. And because I have my colors stored by, let me re-say that. Because I have my nail polishes stored by color, that kind of also helps me know what colors I don't have a lot of, or maybe I need to get a certain shade in that color. And then it also lets me know that there's certain colors that I have way too much of. So the pink drawer with finishes is one of them. So we're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to go through all the creams in this video. I think I'm going to have to break it out and just do all the finishes in one video, because that's going to be super long, I think, when I do that. So, yeah, so let's see how it goes and let's get started. So, hold on. Okay, so I am going to try and start with my lighter pinks, and then, because I would keep them in the front of the drawer. And then in my tray in the back, I would keep the more coral leaning, darker magenta type pinks in the back. So that's how I like to store them. So anyway, let's get to it. So this one from Cracked, this is new. This is called I'm Shy. And I'm pretty sure this is a cream. It looks like maybe even a acrylic, but I am keeping that. From Zoya, this is Chelsea, and this is a very, very pale pink, and I'm keeping that. From Color Club, this is Little Miss Paris, and this is also a pale pink, and I am keeping that. From Zoya, this is Gigi, and this is not a hot pink, but a bright pink. And I got Gigi because that's what my kids call my mother. So she's not grandmom, she's Gigi. So that is for Gigi, and I'm keeping it. This is from Zoya, and this is Wendy, and this is kind of like a coral color. So I am going to try and keep this in its own section for these pinky orange leaning colors, but this is a beautiful polish, so I am keeping that. From Color Club, this is Feathered Hair Out of There, and this is a neon pastel pink. Which I think I might have a few of, so we might have to do some comparisons. So I'm going to put that on the side to compare. This is from Color Club, and this is Great Minds Pink Alike, and this is also like a bleached neon type pink. So I'm going to compare. We can compare these two on the wheel. I know one is a little bit darker on the other, but I don't know if this has faded or maybe one formula is better than the other, so we'll see. This is from Color Club, and this is Hot, Hot, Hot Pants, and this is, to me, like a coral bleached neon, so I'm going to put that in the coral section. From Essie, this is Extra, Extra Credit, and this was in their back to school collection at Target, and I use this a lot for pencils and that type thing, so I have used this in nail art, so I am keeping that. This is from Color Club, and this is La Vie en Rose. And this is kind of like, I think, a coral leaning as well. So we could probably actually compare those as well, but I'll keep them together for right now. From Essie, this is Around the Bend, and this is another just a very pale pink, darker pink, like an eraser type, not as dark as Extra Credit, but I do like it, so I am keeping it. From Zoya, this is Ray, and this is like a purple leaning pink. Maybe this should be put in the purple drawer. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this to the other drawer because this looks more purple than it does pink. So that might actually just be in the wrong drawer. This is Hattie from Zoya, and this kind of reminds me of Extra Credit. This looks a little bit more purple leaning as well. Yeah, I'm going to keep it though for now. I usually love all my Zoyas. Cracked Polish, and this is Peachy Pink. And this is in a set of 3. And I bought all 3 because I thought they would be nice bases for if I needed something for French manicures or whatever. So this is the Peachy Pink, and then this is the Brownie Pink, and then this is the Pinky Pink. So as you can see, all 3. Did I need all 3? No. But I am keeping them. Although I might put these in a different drawer. But I am keeping them, but I'm going to put them in their own little section. This is Joni from Zoya, and if you can see from the fill line, I have used this for quite a few manicures, and I am keeping her. From Orly, this is Confetti, and this is a very, very pale pink. And I don't think I need this one though with all the other ones I have. So I'm going to de-stash this. So that's one. This is like a pinky purple from LA Colors, and this is 527 Delicate. I am going to keep this for right now because of it being like a pinky purple. So I like that it has that little dash of purple in it. Okay. This is Playful and Rebellious from Essie. Yeah, this is just kind of like a mauvey pink. Like a grandma pink. This is more like a coral pink. I'm going to put that with the corals, and I am going to keep this. All right, so then we have from Zoya, this is Madison, and this is a very, very light pink, like a sheer almost, I think. And I am going to keep Madison. I have used her before as bases in manicures. Okay, so then we have Bubblegum Yum Yum. And I think this is, she has a Jelly of the Month. That looks pretty. I am going to keep it. I'm just wondering what drawer I should keep it in. For right now, I'm going to keep it in the pink drawer till I know. This is She Doesn't Even Go Here from Cracked. And I think this is newer too. And I am keeping her. From Color Club, this is Totally Worth It. I don't know what watercolors means. It has a rubber band though, so at some point I did wear this. Alright, I'm going to keep it. Water-based nail color. Alright, that's what it means. Okay. From Zoya, this is Joss. And this looks like another mauvey grandma shade. Okay, so they're describing it as a colonial rose cream. So I guess just like a darker rose color. So I am going to keep this. So this is from Sweet and Sour Lacquer, and this is Does This Spark Joy? And this was from her spring cleaning collection, and I have worn this and I am keeping it. From Zoya, this is Colleen. And I bought this for my cousin Colleen, who passed away. So one of the Zoya sales, I just wanted to get it because it had her name on it. But it is a beautiful pale pink, so I am keeping that. From Orly, this is Totally Clueless. So this is new from, I guess, their 90s collection, Color Pass. And this looks like it's more purple leaning as well. So I am going to keep that. Put that with the LA colors. This is from Zoya, and this is Dana. And I obviously bought this because it's Dana, and not very things are named Dana. And this is just this gorgeous fuchsia orchid color. And I have worn it, and I am keeping that, although that should go towards the back. From Orly, this is Meet Cute, and I think this was in a Valentine's trio or something, but this is a really pretty pink. I have worn it, and I am keeping it. From Essie, this is... what is it? Moochie Moochie. And this is a very pretty pale pink, and I am keeping that. From Color Department, this is Strawberry Jam, and I found this at TJ Maxx because I could not get the sticker off. I usually take the stickers off, but I think for some reason I couldn't get it off. But I am keeping this. Should probably go with the darker. And this is Pixie Peach by Sally Hansen Extreme Wear. And I cannot stand the brushes on these, but every time I would see it in the stores, I just gravitated towards this color. And this is like a coral pink, so I'm going to put that with my coral colors. Peachy Breeze from Sally Hansen Insta Dry, and I just love this color pink, and I'm keeping that. From Orly, this is Oh Darling, and this is more of a dark pink, leaning red pink. I don't know if that was in that, might have been a color pass where there were a lot of pinks in it, or the Valentine trio of some sort, but I love this color. This is a beautiful color, and I'm keeping it. From Orly, this is Most Definitely, and this is new from the color pass. This is almost like a neon pink. So this is new. I haven't worn it yet, so I'm going to keep that. From OPI, this is It's a Girl, and I think this is a jelly, if I'm not mistaken. I think this was a gift. Somebody gave this to me. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need this. Put that to the side. This has Ugly Bottle Syndrome. This is Influencer. Excuse me. And let's see. Oh, I can't even get it open. This is like a rose mauve color. But I'll get rid of that because I have those other mauvey ones. This one is Best Buds, and this was in those dollar mysteries. Yeah, I don't need that either. I'm gonna get rid of that. From Color Club, this is Single and Ready to Mingle, and this is a beautiful fuchsia purple, almost like Dana is. And I am going to keep that. I'm going to put them together. This is another one. This is Shut Up Heather, and this is from the Color Pass for the 90s. I'm assuming that's a Clueless reference. And I am going to keep that. Put that with them. Oversized Bow. This is one of those purple leaning pinks. And I am going to keep that. Put that with them. From Color Club, this actually has a shimmer in it. This is In Bloom. It looks like it's a very subtle shimmer though. It's a very pretty rosy pink though. So I'm going to keep that for now. From Orly, this is Snow Bunny. And I don't know what this is doing in there. This looks like a very, very, like a brown leaning pink, maybe. Brownie pink. I'm going to keep this for now. This came in a color pass. Put that with them. From Essie, this is Watermelon, and this is a beautiful dark pink, and I'm keeping. From Color Club, this is Feeling Fruity, and this looks like it's a neon orange. I'm not sure why it's in this. Let's shake it up. Maybe it's a coral, and that's why it's in here. I'm going to put it with them. From Orly, this is Take Flight, and this is from a Color Pass. And this is like a nice dark coral leaning pink, so I am keeping that. From Orly, this is Coming Up Roses. Obviously a darker pink rose color, and I am going to keep that. Put that over there like my grandma shades. This is Wink Wink from Orly, and this is a real pretty bright purple leaning pink. And I have worn this before. I am going to keep this. From Orly, this is Terra Mauve, and this is a beautiful dark magenta. I have worn this before, and I am going to keep that. From Orly Color Pass, this is Connect the Dots, and this is like an orange leaning pink. So I'm going to put this with my corals, but this is like a dark coral color, keeping that. From Orly, this is Pink Chocolate, and this is a brown pink. Very pretty color, and I am going to keep that. And then my last one is from Orly, and this is Bedrock Bloom, and this came in a color pass. So this is like a purple leaning magenta. I don't know what the formula looks like on that. Oh. Very pretty color. So I am going to be keeping that as well. So that was it of the pink cream polishes. So hold on and let's see what we tallied up. Hold on. All right, so I forgot I was going to swatch these two and see, because they were pretty close. And maybe I can get rid of one of them. So let's see. And this is Great Minds Pink Alike. So one's like a hot pink and one's like a, to me they're completely different. Well, that's like a bleached neon, and I keep my bleached neon in another drawer. So just to look at that. That's the only neons I have, these three. All right, so survey says is I'm going to keep both of them. I'm not going to get rid of any of them, but I think I'm going to move this to the neon drawer. And I'm going to keep this really pale one in with my pinks. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm keeping, but I'm moving. So I think all three are pretty. So, and they're all different shades, different levels. So, all right, so I'm keeping that. So hold on. Okay, so here is now my pink cream drawer, and I have them all reorganized with my lighter ones, my little darker ones, darker pinks, corals, purple leanings, and dark pinks. So this is how I usually keep them in my drawer. And then depending what color I need, I can either just pull this whole tray out and search for what I need, or it just keeps them from shuffling around as well. So They're nicely organized. I love all the ones that I have. And the ones that I'm not keeping, it looks like I have 4 that I'm destashing. So, not as many as the other videos, but this is kind of a drawer that doesn't have as much as the other drawers either. So I'm still happy with what I'm keeping versus what I'm getting rid of. So yeah. So that is pink drawer number 1. So thanks for coming and watching my video. As always, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I always appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.